So I'm the superintendent principal. We're a small district at the beach on the East Coast in Jersey. We have one building, one district. So as a result, it means that I have a lot of roles: superintendent, principal, director of special services, essentially security director. So I hold all those roles. It's important for me to have the ability to consult with people that know more than I know. So when I walked in the door, I had come out of a much larger district, a district more than 10 times larger than where I am now. And I knew that there were things that were lacking as soon as I walked in the door here. Most likely it was the fact that the door didn't work properly or close properly when I walked in the door, and that none of our staff at that time had even as simple as ID badges. And so as I walked the building the first few weeks I was here, I knew something was off. I knew that it wasn't up to the same caliber of where I had been at. And so immediately I had reached out to Lieutenant Pangaro and said, what can I do to get you in here to help me out with this? I actually knew Lieutenant Pangaro from my previous district. He had worked there, and I knew what he had done in that district, as I had been there prior to his arrival and then after his departure from that district. So I saw what the improvements were, and I knew that that wasn't something that I could do on my own. And also from an administrative standpoint, to be able to go to the Board of Education and say an outside professional in the area of security is able to say that these are the vulnerabilities that we have. It was great. Lieutenant Pangaro came out numerous times and met with different staff at different times of the day. Also, observed our recess plan, our arrival, our departure, basically our most vulnerable times, but also did a very comprehensive analysis of everything that we had at the building. About 50% of our exterior doors didn't close properly. And then lighting on our building, exterior lighting. He was here in the evening, was able to identify that the building was basically pitch black. And so from a security perspective, that wasn't a positive. And so we were able to identify those things right away. But then what we got from True Security Design was a very comprehensive summary of the threat assessment, which I was able to sit and present and talk to my board about and identify areas that we needed to address immediately and areas that we needed to sort of long-term plan for. It was worth every penny. Again, for me coming in, a superintendent of schools is the instructional leader. And I know some security things, I know some facilities things, but I didn't know enough to be able to say, this is exactly what we need to do. And not only that, but to organize it in a manner that says, these are your immediate things that need to be done, and these are things that you should work on over the next couple of years. We spent probably, probably close to $200,000. And again, we're a small one building, 350 kids. So not a large building or large footprint, over the next 2 years after meeting with True Security Design, addressing all of the issues that we had, because that's how far behind we were from where we needed to be quote unquote up to speed with providing a safe and secure environment. During Lieutenant Pangaro's visits too, he met with different staff, and I didn't know, having been new to the district, how much they needed this and how much they wanted this and how much they felt it was lacking. This isn't just on the teachers. Custodians were included, lunch assistants were included, office staff were included, everybody that would honestly be involved in a real security breach or an emergency type situation. He made sure that all of them were involved in that. Absolutely, and I have on numerous occasions. Again, being a small district, a lot of my counterparts in the area are also in the same position that I'm in, where it's a one building or maybe two building district, and we're instructional leaders. We're not security directors. But we end up with that role because we are so small. So it's great to be able to recommend True Security Design and Lieutenant Pangaro to those districts to say, hey, listen, this is what I did and this is what really worked for us.